And we are back again to Girl Gamer Esports Festival happening in Portugal. I hope you're having a good time so far. So make some noise, guys, here. Yes, wish you were here with us right now. So we are ready for the CSGO game. So Marta, how do you feel?
I feel like we're about to step up the pace.
Yeah.
Because Counter-Strike is really bringing it in.
Yeah.
League of Legends was pretty cool, actually. The girls really stepped up today, and now it's time for Counter-Strike.
All right, let's do some CSGO action. Calling in the first two teams. Let's hear for Team Dignitas.
And over here, let's hear it for eParadise.
Beautiful stuff. So, how do you feel? You ready?
We are so ready for this. Yeah. We're just coming here and, you know, like what Joel on Beat says, we're just going to trust the process right now.
Trust that process. So, Marta, what's happening over there?
I want to know what the process is for you guys.
I think we are ready too, actually. We kind of worked a lot and we are really excited to be here and to see what we can do. So,
Did you learn about the other teams before coming here?
sorry, what?
Did you learn more about the other teams that are playing here today before coming here?
Oh, we know them already, so yeah.
And how do you feel about playing against them?
I'm pretty happy to play against them. We are really excited to show what we can do, and that's it, I think.
And you have been together for a long time, right?
Yes, we've been together for like, I don't know, a year and a half or something like this. We just added Misa like 6 months ago, and that's it.
So they're really bringing it together.
Everything is pumped and ready. So, guys, one more time. Let's hear for Team Dignitas and Team eParadise. Thank you very much. We'll be seeing you in action
girls.
later on.
And now we have the first players, right?
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
now
series of the day.
to start the first match for the CSGO action, let's call in your team first.
And my team is Team Beşiktaş. Give it a go.
They got some audience over here. Team Beşiktaş. And of course, let's hear for Team Unknown. See the confidence. Look at that, man. We got things going on here. So, how do you feel? You're ready for this?
Yeah, we think we're ready.
So much confidence happening here, guys. Team Unknown. Let's hear it. Marta.
Over here we have former Rez, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And how was the change for you guys?
Only positive. It's been so great to see all the fans and especially the Turkish fans, so it's great.
And how do you feel about the competition here today?
Well, we're here to win, so
They are here to win, Bara.
Oh, they are here to win, but I'm sure Team Unknown has a lot of unknown secrets coming up. So, guys, I think we are ready to start with the first match of CSGO, and now to the casters.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on the caster desk, ready for game number 1 on the Counter-Strike Global Offensive Tournament. We're going to have Team Unknown versus Beşiktaş, and they have a story together.
Oh yeah, they have a story, but first of all, for those who feel like those are names we never heard before, it's actually the same teams of the final of Copenhagen Games 2018 with a few changes and different team names. So Team Unknown, they were Team Singularity before, left the organization, and Beşiktaş was Res Gaming before.
And these were teams that were announced on the site as well, so pardon for the inconvenience, but the little switcheroos got us around as well, going in circles. But they're virtually the same teams, just different names. But these teams have already, some of these teams have already faced off in the first Girl Gamer Esports Festival that happened in Macau. Team Dignitas was the one team that actually took the trophy home, and Beşiktaş and Team Unknown are newcomers to the tournament.
Yeah, they're definitely newcomers, but not all of them. We remember 2 players. The first was Clive and the second was... You get her?
No.
Okay, but you know how she looks
I
like.
know what she looks like.
It's Petra.
Petra,
And,
yeah, I knew about that. Yeah,
and they
I
both
knew that.
played in the same team in Expert. They actually also played in Team Unknown before, together. Won Copenhagen Games 2018, and Beşiktaş then picked up Petra. And And it's really interesting looking at that because Team Unknown, you normally would say, hey, they won Copenhagen Games and switching out one player, it's not that huge. It's not that huge, but it is the former and the one who led the team.
The one who led the team, so the voice of command of the team. That must be a huge kick in their confidence. But let's see how she does on her new team as we already know what maps they're gonna play. So at least for this is a best of one. Same deal with the League of, what happened in League of Legends. 2 best of ones and 1 best of 3. First map is gonna be Train. Not a map you see every day.
Yeah, I expect it to be more the Puggy map, like Cash, Mirage, or Inferno.
Dust 2 maybe?
Dust 2. Fair point.
I
fair
know.
Point.
It's back. It's back.
It's back. So who knows? Dust 2 is also one of those maps which you consider Puggy, so you have a lot of those now. Anyways, the map is Train, as you said, and Team Unknown, you can definitely see how Petra leaving the team and Hellrose being added now as the new endgame leader kind of shakes it up a bit because they only played Train 1 time on the LAN event so far, and that was back then at the Intel Challenge where they lost in the group stage, and it was against the Brazilian team, against Keat Stars. So that's a while ago, and since then they never picked Train again. And now they're actually allowed to get through, so it seems like there is also a new game plan. And what I think Hellrose also wants to do is utilize their strong AWPer, because Candy was the one who was stepping up in the final of Copenhagen Games, while Petra was a key member because she didn't only lead the team, she also fragged insanely well. Candy is an insane AWPer as well, who's finding more and more consistency on a LAN event.
But how do you pick up an op on a map like Train? What are the good pick points to actually be looking on, to actually be on the lookout for on Train?
And that's the beauty of Train. You actually have a lot of spots where you can use it. You can use it around connector. You can aim at both entrances of B. You could choose one of those and then also look at Ivy. Keep control over there. A lot of different positions, and of course you want to keep the dynamic, and then again, like at one point you could just say, okay, Candy, you switch up your position, and at some point, if you have a good amount of money or need to make this play to have something different, you might also even pick up a second AWP, and there are players on Team Unknown who can pick that up and perform well with it.
So we are still going to head into the knife run to see which side the teams are starting off on, which should be an interesting choice here to see if they're going to start T or CT. Being that Train is such an unseen map, what would you say the orientation or the preference for the teams would be?
Yeah, Train is a rather CT map, but with the right execute on the T side, you also can deal a lot of damage there. And the importance on the T side is that you snowball the game as well. You pick up the pistol round, you deny the CT side to get a lot of economy while you have a lot of players surviving, and then when the CTs get around this one time, there's a chance that you're instantly going to reset the money, because the loser bonus is going to stack up. It starts at 1,400, goes up to 3,400 if you lose 5 rounds in a row, and then it stops. And if you get to this point where you just snowball on the T side, that is your chance to just dominate them on the T side already. But overall, looking at it, you want to start on the CT side.
So that's going to be maybe going to be what the teams are going to be aiming for, because if you get a strong T side, you might go and transition well into the CT side as well. Now, bomb points on Train are really different from the standard maps, or what you would consider the standard maps. There's a lot of verticality involved, especially on the B sides.
Oh yeah, indeed, and you have those trains to help exactly with that, and that's also a reason why the AWP is so important, because between those points you see everything. So the AWP can just hold the cross, for example, when they want to get to a specific point. On the B side, it's really easy to get onto the B side as long as you have the smokes. But if there is none, the AWP can actually deny this cross by hitting all her shots as well. And the same on the A side, you have a lot of positions, you can switch them up. I talked about some of the positions earlier. This verticality is also adding up.
Exactly. There's also some verticality regarding the A side, especially on the Train tops, like you were saying. There's also the defense on a little higher up, going up the stairs. What do you call that spot?
I'm not sure. Do you mean heaven?
Is it heaven? The windows?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's heaven. So yeah, there's a lot of verticality, especially on the defense of A site as well. because Heaven is a very sneaky spot. You can be completely out of sight, but it's a really important spot as well.
Yeah, that's true. You also don't see it that often, because as soon as you are spotted in it, you have no way to get out. You need to climb down the ladder or jump, but if you want to jump, everyone is looking at you anyways, so
yeah,
that's also, it is a spot you want to play here and then surprise the enemy, catch them off guard when they least expect it.
And here we go, heading into the map as soon as we can for this game, this first and only game between Team Unknown and Beşiktaş, which is hailing from a football team actually in Turkey.
Oh yeah.
Formerly known as RES Gaming, getting picked up here by Beşiktaş. Good investment from the team. But the players are still setting up their configs, waiting to get into the map. Train is going to definitely be an exciting map to watch because you don't see it every day, and we'll get a chance to see it now.
Yeah, especially in the best of one. It's not that popular of a map, as you say, and I mean, it's gonna be interesting. You don't know, like you normally you would say we know these teams, but a lot changed. Even though, as I said, as I talked about it already, one player changed. If it's the in-game leader,
yeah,
it can be a completely new team.
Definitely, especially when we're talking about such a clutch player that can be the difference between the win and the loss.
Oh,
is this her?
Camera? Yeah, that is our 16-year-old first LAN event. I also never heard about her before myself, and that means something. But apparently she's super talented, and I gotta be honest here, I'm really excited to see her play.
Okay, so that's our 16-year-old rookie that was just on screen, ready to make her debut on a LAN event, and it's in Portugal for the GIRLGAMER Esports Festival. Let's see if she can actually carry her team to victory.
Oh, that would be insane if she really does that, because Beşiktaş, what their strength is right now, they have a lot of strong individual players. You have players like Zaz and Giuliano, a lot of people around CSGO, and even outside of CSGO, I've heard before. Remember Romain, who's the general manager from Optic, he was taking a photo with her. He actually posted it on Twitter. He's a fanboy, and he's focused on League of Legends. I know he's also focusing on some other stuff, but that shows how popular Zaz is, and that's for a reason. She's a strong player in the scene for a long time.
And we're going to get to see her in full action. That's Petra for you, if you were wondering.
There we go. Now he connects the name to the play.
Yeah, definitely. She's in a little time to adapt, but we're getting to it as the players are warming up right now, waiting for the configs. Get a little time to get ready to go into the game that will lead them to the best of three to determine which team is going to be present in the finals. And what do you get for going into the winners bracket to the finals?
Well, if you get, I mean, you have a special ruling here. Winners bracket, first of all, as you said, best of three. But whoever wins it is going to get into the grand final with a special advantage. Because it's also going to be a best of three, but the team who gets into the grand final from the winners bracket, who's going to win the match later on, they can pick their map without the opponent getting a chance to ban any maps. Ooh. Normally, if you get into a best of three, every team is going to ban one map before both of them start to pick. In this case, the team coming from the loser bracket isn't allowed to do that, and you can basically pick up your best map.
To get an early lead, that is a huge advantage, having no veto, getting to actually play the map you're best on with your team. So there's a lot of action to go through here. But both Team Beşiktaş as Team Unknown are on standby, still setting up for this game. Private server, obviously, ninth round, starting at any given time now.
But before we are getting into the winners bracket, first of all, we have this match, and after that, Dignitas and eParadise. We saw them on stage earlier. Definitely excited to play against each other as well.
We'll be starting soon, though. We just got the information. The players are ready. So we're going to see a lot of action here on Terrain, a map that hasn't been seen since when, you were telling me?
Well, from Team Unknown, it hasn't been seen since the Intel Challenge 2018 this year, and it only was one time. It was a loss. So They could have played it at Copenhagen Games if they feel comfortable on it, but it shows that with Petra, that wasn't the case.
It was not the case. So might have the upper hand here. We'll see how the ninth round goes. Ninth round is going to determine which team is going to start off where. And that's going to start rolling out the economies for these teams. Pistol round always important. Range might be a factor here because Train has a lot of long-range engagement opportunities, and the P90 might not, the Glock might not be as good as the USP in range.
Exactly, and because of that, a lot of players tend to pick up at least one P250, some even drop it over, so they can use it because it has a range advantage compared to the Glock, and you can duel with those long-range USPs. And on the other hand, you could actually also combine it as well, of course. You can use smokes to get a closer angle towards them.
Pistol round smokes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go through it like that. P250, $300.
Yeah.
Smoke, $300. So if you buy a P250, you can't buy Kevlar, right? So you could also add a smoke to that and the flash as well and make strat out of that. You usually have 1 or 2 players picking up the grenades to get you onto the side. Even in the pistol round, at least one, especially on a map like Train, because the B side is very popular when it comes to I just want to get the bomb plant. In the pistol round, you obviously want to win the round as well, but it also adds a lot of pressure as soon as the bomb is planted and you only have 40 seconds time to defuse it.
And a 40-second window is what they're going to get if that bomb is planted, either A or B. B being a little bit more restrictive, a lot of verticality like we discussed on the B side compared to the A side. A side is surrounded by train tracks, but a little bit more open to interpretation, whereas B, I mean, you can be hiding right around the corner between the train, the train carts.
Yeah. It's also interesting. I saw a statistic a while ago which showed that B is retaken more often than the A side as soon as the bomb is planted. But I think, first of all, I was a bit surprised. I think B is still a good side to retake, but I thought it's going to be more even. But then I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. B is easy to hit.
The thing is, being on B, you as a terrorist, you only have so many places that you can back off to. You either go up and back into Pop Dog and all those places, or you head forward and face the CT side directly into CT spawn. So you're kind of restricted in that sense. There's not a lot of room to breathe.
That as well. And there's something which is even more simple, but it's actually very simple when you go through it with your head. B is the side, I talked about it. If you want to get a bomb plant because it gives extra money to the C side, you just rush there. Like you use 1 or 2 smokes, the smokes off the cross to the side, then you plant it. But in this round, as I said, you just want to get the bomb side. It's not that likely that you win the round, so they still can retake it. And that's probably why to retake B is easier than to retake A statistic-wise, but I would say it's
a lot about first buys on the pistol round, so we're not going to see just Kevlars or a random defuse kit here. We're actually going to see more tactics surrounding that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. At least on the T side, CT side, we might see this one defuse kit. Also, it's quite common to just see 5 players going for Kevlar. At the T side, if they want to get close, you want to see the utility as well.
We're going to see that utility as we move in to the game. Anytime now. We told us that we were setting up, we were almost ready, but seems like we have a short list, so apologies for that. We want the teams that we want the teams to be competing on even ground, so we're giving them all the time that they need, set up, get their configs, get everything just right, so not a shot is missed.
Gotta make sure everything works perfectly for the players. That's most important here, of course, and I'm really excited for this matchup because right now I get the feeling that Team Unknown and Petra leaving them is gonna hurt this team a lot.
Who would you say is the favorite one to win? I mean, I already realize you're really into Petra as a shot caller for the team, as the voice of command. So I would guess your preference is going towards Beşiktaş.
The thing is, she's actually not leading Beşiktaş.
Oh,
it's Juliana. But she's still a great player, an individual player as well, and that is what makes her so strong. She can lead and be a great individual, but in this case, it is Giuliano, but Petra, of course, she was leading Team Unknown, and that is really hurting. But the question is, how much? Will it really hurt them that much? Because they have a lot of great individual players as well, who also were a part of beating Res Gaming, now known as Beşiktaş. So we gotta respect that as well. And Helros is definitely a great in-game leader. I think the only thing they really lost, while they have a different style as well, is some firepower, because Petra is such a strong individual player. But Helros, we have her on the screen right now. She's known, like I said, being a great in-game leader. She formed a new squad, which was called Squared, back then in the Intel Challenge, Squared Prospect to be exact. And they were the ones who beat Res Gaming, which is now known obviously as Beşiktaş. I don't think I should repeat that so often. Everyone knows it now. But Helros beat this team the first time. It only was a best of one. With this, they got out of the group stage as first place and got to the second place of the Intel Challenge 2018, which was huge as well. And she was the leader and had a really aggressive style. And that's something we might expect from this team as well here from Team Unknown.
We'll have to wait and see. As players are still setting up overall between the 4 teams that are competing for the title of champions of the GIRLGAMER Esports Festival CS:GO, a CS:GO tournament. Who do you think stands the best chance at taking it home? We have Team Dignitas were present and participating as well. They were undeniably the champions last year. It was a tough bout, but they pulled through. Do you think they can repeat the event this year?
Well, I think there's a good chance. They get a lot of support from their organization as well to prepare for this whole tournament. While I have my favorite, I could just drop it, of course. But while I have my favorite, before I even say it, I'm just gonna say I think every team has a great chance to take this event. eParadise, for example, they have been stepping up their game at Copenhagen Games, and now they're even stronger because they didn't switch out a player. They could make their game a lot cleaner. So that's looking good for them. They're the only team without a roster swap.
That's actually interesting because I do know we have some familiar faces from eParadise from last year's edition as well, but we didn't see eParadise, did we?
Well, we didn't see them yet, but we're gonna see them in the next game. eParadise, we saw them on stage earlier, but one player isn't in the roster since last year.
No, I'm saying we didn't see the organization eParadise last year.
eParadise, yeah. That's a good point to make. For those who were watching last year and just tuned in this year and weren't following it, they were Riot Gaming back then. Good point to make, also to point out that one. And, well, like I said, eParadise, they're the only team who didn't make a roster swap, could give them a good advantage. Team Dignitas has great support, Goosebreeder left, Kath joined. Kath is a strong individual player as well, but they also need to redefine the roles in the team. But with the support they get from Dignitas, maybe this doesn't even matter, and they're still going to be a super strong team nevertheless. And then, of course, you have Beşiktaş, who upgraded the roster, have a huge talent, have Petra, who led Team Unknown to the victory of Copenhagen Games. And with this, we come over to Team Unknown, who won Copenhagen Games. But as I said, Petra isn't there, but their players are strong individually. But as I said, I'm gonna tell my favorite anyways.
All right.
I think it's Beşiktaş.
Beşiktaş, you think they're going to take the title this year?
Yeah, I think they're going to take this year's title. Oh, and we are finally
there we go.
into the knife round.
Right into the knife round, straight into the action as we see Team Unknown starting to face off. It's a 1-for-1, but Team Unknown is starting to slaughter everyone. But Beşiktaş, only one left, and Team Unknown get to choose the side.
Mostly, you're just going to see the CT side. We talked about it earlier.
Okay.
But for now, we're going to see Clive. And I guess
could be interesting to see what they decide to do. But I guess they're gonna have to restart and all that.
Yeah, I guess we're waiting for a while, but I expect them to choose the CT side. I'm pretty sure about that.
To stay on CT side. Okay, so parting from your initial analysis, CT side is the orientation of the train map, so they should prefer going for it. But what if they don't? What if they would decide to go T side first?
If they go T side, first of all, you can say they're pretty confident in their game and they have a lot prepared. Halros, I talked about her being an aggressive in-game leader, and she led some other teams besides Squared before, where she also had had an aggressive style on train as well on the T side, where she basically won the game by rushing into the side, but not just rushing, not the matchmaking rush we all know.
Okay.
Even Nelson knows that from his own experience playing the game.
I may be unexperienced, but I'm not. I never not played, so
Yeah.
means I've played.
Yeah, but you probably
No, rush
were at
B.
the
Yeah,
point where you rush B all
I
the
know.
time,
I know
yeah.
rush B. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but nades used effectively, also coordinating where the players should go exactly, how to adapt. That's something she's doing fairly well. So maybe something we should look out for. How aggressive is Team Unknown playing? And as I said, Team Unknown starting on the CT side.
And looks like they are with Team Unknown right now starting to get a little bit aggressive. We do see some utility coming out of Besiktas.
Oh,
Kick
and
it
the
off.
push.
Team Unknown is actually pushing in really aggressively. But Unknown picks up the kill. It's 4 for nothing so far. 4 for 1 as Vilga picks up a tap with the Glock. Last woman standing is Juliano. Here on A side. He does not have the bomb, so Team Unknown actually know where the bomb is sitting right now. They're just going to defend it as fiercely as they can. Tries to pick it up, but Ivy actually starts with a CZ, gets a near clean execution here against Besiktas.
I talked about the aggressive play, and we get this. It's not a usual play to make, just
CZ
rushing out
start.
of B. And CZ start as well. One player coming in from Pop Dog. That was an annihilation, to be honest.
That was, and we see that Team Unknown are already investing their economies. Candy picking up the scout. We talked about her opping ability. Let's see how she handles the scouts. Playing a little bit more conservatively. They have picked up 2 FAMAs. And Petra actually investing in a CZ. Nothing else for now. Actually, in Kevlar and Helmet as well.
Yeah, going for the force buy here. And let's see how Team Unknown is dealing with that.
There's already some information about movement, but there's still some chatter here. Team Unknown remain, or actually keep some players on A site. I know you have smokes coming in.
Candy's ready. If there's someone peeking out of upper, she knows. Kim, can she hold them off? Can she hold off the cross? Or will she go down? She actually goes down.
Brazil picks up the kill here. Reminder that the Besiktas are on eco round and they are destroying everyone through the smoke. Zaz picks up a headshot with the P250. Candy though, not letting herself get behind. She still has that scout. The bomb is planted as we speak. Team Unknown are down to Candy. Reminder, Besiktas went for a force buy against a full buy from Team Unknown. It's a 1v4 scenario where Besiktas actually get round number 2.
Yeah, the force buy is always something tricky to play against. Team Unknown, they had the players ready. They had a good read on it, and as you could see, Candy in connector, watching Heaven, Kim there to hold off the push, trying to hold the cross, but she wasn't hitting her shots. They instantly replied, and they had the woman advantage as well, because they were running by together, and they were like, okay, stop, we're gonna take down Kim, and then plant the bomb. What Team Unknown should have done when they realized that they could get control there over the bomb site B already, you slow it down a little. Kim, of course, she can still try to hold off the cross. If she doesn't hit her shots, she's waiting for her teammates to defend her if they try to take her down, and else she's just getting time for her teammates to be ready for the rotate and not allowing them to cross the line, to not get to the back of the site, and then they only can either stay on the bomb site or exit towards upper or lower from where they came in from.
A great entry though from Besiktas, picking up the round there, round number 2 now. Unfortunately for Team Unknown, they're going to be a little bit down on the economy since they force bought everything they could. They had the scout, they had 2 FAMAS, they had the 2 UMPs as well. So this is going to mean that Besiktas are going to have to collect. They're going to collect a lot of weapons from the drops of Team Unknown, since they had so many members alive by the end of that round.
Oh yeah, and just as an information here, game as post seems like a little bit of a problem. Giuliano talking to the admin. Seems like
something might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
We had
a always is a challenge to guess from the expression. What could it be?
No, but the game is paused. Some technical issues being confronted here by both teams, but they are being resolved as we speak. and as fast as we can. But here we go. Back into the action. Team Unknown 1. Besiktas at 1 as well. And Team Unknown actually 4 spot this round as well.
Yeah, 4 spy after 4 spy. Hellrose with the max 7.
Juliano trying to get a peek here with the scout. Around the garage. Going for Ivy. Zaz might be looking or scouting for a pick. They get some information. Clivey. Zab not going to find it. Ivy is the push to go from the Seek. This nice shot there from Clive, but no picks yet have been declared. They'll go with the AK. Yeah, I've seen a lot of spam already being used. Besiktas Petra gets a kill with the FAMAS she picked up last round. Zash goes in for the kick and gets a kill headshot on Ila. Besiktas just shredding house through Team Unknown. Only Candy and Kim are left with a CZ and a Deagle.
And the best they can do at this point is just to pick up some frags. Petra was a bit too short. That one.
Picks it up
Gonna pick it
nonetheless.
Yep.
A little less money from the CZ, but still, it's a kill nonetheless. Clearly leading. Team Unknown, they still want to fight back. Got the AK though, so you might want to save it. And that's exactly what Candy is going to go for.
But they already are hunting her down. They don't want to give her the opportunity, but what she's doing is so smart.
She can hear them.
The only problem is the bomb is still the read on it.
She has the read. She saw her feet through the smoke. Candy walked a little bit too far, got spotted out, got taken out. No eco, no save here coming in from Candy. Unfortunate, but it's 2 for 1. So far, the T side is coming in favorably for Besiktas.
Yeah, and what's also important, I talked about how a snowball could happen when you just pick up round after round and have a lot of players surviving on Besiktas. They had a lot of players surviving in the last round, and now they're facing an eco, and you expect exactly the same. But Team Unknown with an interesting boost.
And they are pushing in. They're pushing in on Team Unknown. They're going straight for 8. Going to get a lot of frags there. Petra already on 3K, finishing up the fight, only losing Giuliano on the scout, but that's not going to be a problem. She got enough money to get herself an op this round.
3-1, Candy on the AWP. That is the scary point here. And the main point, I think, when we look at them and
we hear the footsteps, but we see
hear
the play.
footsteps. Petra is doing those footsteps virtually.
Now, trying to smoke A entrances, trying to bait some people of Team Unknown to go and defend A. But we have a split coming in from Besiktas.
Let's check where Candy is playing from. She's in connector. I think she got boosted up as well, so she won't allow them to cross towards A from main. Important key to have the control over there.
Petra's going for the Ivy push. She's going to be met with Candy on the op here. Could be dangerous a peek for Petra. So she needs to be extra careful when moving in. It was actually Clivey on the M4.
Against her ex-teammate.
Okay.
Spicy.
Spicy, she knows what's going on. I think she spotted her. Have a spray coming in from Petra, moving up on Ivy. The rest of the team is following suit. And you're right, Candy did get boosted up on top of the Z.
And she's a key. With the control they have right now, he's going to spot out the player very early when they are about to hit main. So with this, as I said, 2 players on B, they can play over there without fearing an A hit this early, while they still have 1 player who could then rotate, while Hellrose, she seems to be the anchor on the B side right now. And it's going to be a B side push, utility used. What can it do against it? Kim is going to pick up the first kill.
Oh yeah, moving in through the boilers already on Pop Dog. Petra picks up a nice little spray there on Kim, and all the Team Unknown are moving towards B side, but they're smoking. They're wanting to get positioning advantage, and through the smoke, Candy picks up a frag on Petra. Tries to get more, but can't really find a target. On the top though, Giuliano picks up Ela, and ooh, it's Team Unknown with the swipe out. Might get back into the game. They have an op, they have an M4, and they managed to retake B site.
Oh yeah, Giuliano evened it out, but an instant refrag, that was so important. And of course, Candy's position, which I talked about earlier. And this shot, when she rotated towards the side, just hitting the shot through the smoke, having such a great timing with it. That really was the difference maker, because you had 2 players in B who don't have to worry that the A side could go down. And Well, and of course, Clive with an awesome retake in the 2 vs 2.
And now full buys coming in from Team Unknown. Still good economy on Besiktas, however. They still have some money in their pockets, but they're running out really, really low. Clive and Kenny have ops in their hands. Zaz pushes through the fire, throws the smoke and gets some distance here, but loses on the swap. 3 members immediately down from in favor of Team Unknown.
Oh, a little hiccup there, but a costly hiccup from Zaz.
And now Juliano is the last lady standing here. Trying to push through A, but could she save? Who knows? You have Hellrose at 7 HP, Illa at 17. All the rest of the members of Team Unknown. Oh, nice tap here. Juliano. Nice spray going in for the 2K. Could she turn it around? Because she already took the 2 oppers on Team Unknown's side. Kim is full HP, and with an M4, the other 2 should be easy pickings here if Juliano can find a position to take him down.
Oh, and Hellrose is in Pop Dog. She's not moving in. Juliana would have been in position if she hits the wrong timing.
Oh,
but talking about the timing, Illa hits the right one.
Illa targets it, misses the attack, but on a 3K. Team Unknown managed to pick it up just short of an ace for Juliano.
That was quite scary. Illa should have had this kill for sure, but Hellrose is there to refrag. So it's all cool. Team Unknown picks the round, and now Beşiktaş, what are they gonna go for? Lost all their players, but they know they dealt quite a bit of damage thanks to Juliano's kills there.
Oh, nice spray. Ivy picks up them too. It's a slaughterhouse in here. That's 3K for Ivy and an AK pickup, but immediately gets picked up by the op. Juliano on the op and Petra on the AK are the 2 ladies standing. Unknown, Illa, or Ivy. There's a kill on Juliano. Petra is the last lady standing against 4 members. Illa is the unhealthiest one, but can she pull it off?
I'm pretty sure Team Unknown will be in a better position where they can refrag and work with each other to take her down. But as I said, that Illa is going down and there's no response at all.
Well, would be weird if there were response in the middle of a round. But flashes itself, Candy trying to move in. Petra slowly but surely going up on the train carts.
Are we gonna see the knife?
Looking for the fix, gets yet another headshot. Beautiful. It's a 2v1 scenario, but from behind. Illa gets Petra down and picks up an op.
Candy sold her teammate there.
Huh?
She sold her teammate. She could have killed her earlier. And Kim went down because Candy was trying to go for the knife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
Oops at daisies. Doesn't matter. You got the round anyway.
You get the round, yeah.
You get the round. I think, pretty sure Besiktas are economically broke right now.
Yeah.
They're trying to make a small save. They have 2,000 in their inventory right now, but they're going for a Glock /CZ/B250 rush.
Hello.
It's a pick on Kim. Picks up an MP7. Not the best weapon to get here, but a rush weapon nonetheless.
Yeah. Getting the MP9, but slowing it down. That's what I like because...
Petra did got shredded down in the process.
Yeah, Hellrose going for a quick peek. And that's important as well, because there wasn't a lot of information about where they want to go because they slowed down. It isn't a B-rush coming in. And Hellrose now knows, yeah, it's really not a B-rush. There aren't a lot of players in front of B.
An electric box. Looking for the kill. And he gets a headshot, and Unknown pick yet another round up. 5-3 on the scoreboard right now.
But now, Beşiktaş, they have a bye again. What are they going to do? I hope I'm just going to see a nice execute. That's what I want to see from them. We had it on B already, but now focusing on the A side. Can split it, can go for Pop Dog, and also Ivy. But at the moment...
Ivy so far was the most successful push of Besiktas. Seems to be a flaw in Unknown's defense from that side of the map. But 9 rounds in, 5-3, Team Unknown are leading the charge on the CT side. Going according to plan. They just need to stop Besiktas from fitting in any more rounds.
A lot of players are on Pop Dog. That means they want to hit the A side. Hit the A side or at least pressure it and then rotate back towards B. But Vilga got picked off. And she's a key player, adding a lot of pressure, which means now the best choice to make is on B. You have players there already, you have some control, you know no one pushed out, and you also gotta go fast at this point.
Now
the utility thrown in, Candy is ready, but there's a smoke. Is she timing it again? Not this time.
Not this time, Kenny, though. So you saw someone going down the stairs, tries to get a pick. Managed to get it down. It's Ela. Grim's already down in the smoke. Juliano gets picked off, and that's yet another round fitted in for Team Unknown. They're wrecking the economy away from Besiktas.
And I would like to see Beşiktaş, as I said, either hit the A side or go for a fast play. But this was slow, and Unknown also goes for those aggressive plays. Even on the CT side, we already saw it on the pistol round, and now they did it yet again. Picked off Vilga, and that basically, first of all, gives you a lot of information. You know there's no one else in main. You got a kill, and Beşiktaş with the control they have and the knowledge they have, they're forced to go towards B. But then again, they took a bit of time, and while Team Unknown had the read on it already, they could rotate and were ready for this push to take them all down. But now Beşiktaş is going for an A execute, but on an eco round. They held back by Clive pushing out.
Stacking on Ivy. All of them have two P250s. The bomb is being planted. A lot of gold that could go in their favor. They managed to get the plant. No, they don't. That, however, still on the fight. Unknown lose Ivy, and Ela is at 9 HP. But can Juliano pick the fight with just a P250? She cannot. That's round number 7 in favor of Team Unknown. 7-3 at the entry of round number 10. We're getting close at halftime. And with only 3 rounds on T side, this could be a hardship here for Team Besiktas.
Yeah, and it's getting even scarier because now Beşiktaş, yes, they can buy up. They left Team Unknown with 4 players alive, so they also built up an economy towards the end of the half. So it will be harder for Beşiktaş to come back into this game unless they string a lot of rounds together. And Hellrose, yet again, aggressive play, going for the push. Will they expect it? The nade's thrown just right now.
Found with their backs turned to Ivy, and a 2K immediately opening up the round here for Team Unknown. But look at Hellrose from behind, gets the 2K on Besiktas, and Kim finishes the job. 8 rounds in for Team Unknown.
Yeah, and Beşiktaş, they're playing it slow, but also not respecting that this push could come out. If you want to play slow, yes, do it, but you should be ready for such a play in the round at all.
Especially knowing that Team Unknown rushed in on the pistol round. So you get that information that they're an aggressive team, and yet you make these minimal mistakes that cost you full buy rounds.
Yeah, exactly. You can see Beşiktaş have the executes ready, but I said it before. They're a team with the strong individuals. Show it. Just play a quick round. Rush. You can throw in some smoke, some utility. But play it a bit faster. Counter it out in this way. And
Candy spotted someone's foot. If Zaz pulls her head out one more time, I believe she's going to get it blown out.
Yeah, Zaz needs to care, but she's also waiting for the utility to be thrown in.
Look at Bop Dog. Candy's going to move her positioning away, leaving Upper alone. Sees the smoke, but still covering the entrance. He's got a small vision over the enemy team. Good flash coming in from Besiktas is going to stop Candy from getting a nice, easy pick there. Zaz opens up with a pick on Kim. But the rest of Besiktas is looking for the B plant. Are they going to get it? Yes, they are. It's now up to Team Unknown to retake the site, and like we discussed, the retake is easier on the B site. Now it's a frag. Goal for coming in from Kim. The frag on Zaz. It's a 3v3 right now. Candy at 23 HP. Kim gets headshot and immediately returns gets eliminated from the round. There's still 2 members left. It's a 2v3, and Candy gets eliminated. Besiktas fit in another round at the 12th round mark.
Beşiktaş finally picking this important round to pave their way towards the comeback, but they also got gifted the round by Candy and Kim. They were missing a lot of shots. Kim, this time she didn't even have the chance. Well, I talked about it in the pistol round. She was peeking in quickly, instantly got taken out, and then Candy having a lot of opportunities with her orb. She's still gonna have one, and this time she's boosted up. Fast play by Beşiktaş, which I talked about. It's not working out at all.
No, not at all. And what a round from Team Unknown. That was about a 25-second round.
That was fast.
That was really fast. Getting caught
Sonic
off.
would be proud.
Wow, gotta go faster. Getting caught off in a break room. That was a huge pick to start off by Candy. I think it was a 2-4.
A beautiful boost. In the connector, yet again. They're also switching it up. Candy was on the B side last time. That's also something Beşiktaş might have not expected.
No, not at all. So much so that they're now down in the dumps again. as we're going in for the 15th round, actually.
Yeah, but Beşiktaş, they're surely expecting this play. If Hellrose is pushing up there, they will be ready. But they're on an eco. The economy is broken. They won this one round and immediately got reset. So that's the scary part about it. It's all based on the next round, which means Team Unknown, they will pick up this 10th round. And even if they're on the CT side, that's a scary point because you are forced. You must win the pistol round on the CT side to not give away this best of one. And as I say that, it is a best of one.
It is a best of one. But still going to be a side swap here. Beşiktaş again trying to push for Ivy. They're going to get smoked out. So Team Unknown really calculating their resources, not use them all at once. Candy already opening up the scoreboard with a pick on Petra. Oh, they hear them. Kylie tries to get the 4K, is running out of ammo, tries to reload in the middle of the fight. Not going to be the good idea, but Ayla from behind finishes the round. That's round number 10 for Team Unknown, collapsing on Ivy.
Yeah, had the crossfire. And then again, Beşiktaş without any utility, tried to force the issue, not possible. But Giuliano pushing in here all alone, that didn't seem that well timed. Jumping in alone, there should be someone to instantly follow up. And at best, you also want to spread out. Beşiktaş, what is there left for them? They have a buyer on Candy. This time going for the peak, and she hits it.
And what a quickie that was. Everyone's coming down. It's hell down here. Ila does it again. Double pick. You're coming down the stairs. Ladder down and 2 members down. Team Unknown looking really good on the 15th round. Juliano on the op and Petra on the AK. Can they save the round and go 5 rounds in on CT side, or will Team Unknown finish it with 11-4?
Right now, I'm also thinking about if they lose this round, if it's going to be such a one-sided first half. What is it doing with the confidence? Beşiktaş, they were the team who were winning all the tournaments since the Intel Challenge 2016, and then they came into this year losing both of the events they attended. And now they are about to lose the best of one. Will the confidence be gone?
Just misses the hit on the CT heaven. But Petra is the last lady standing against Candy, Kim, and Kylie. She's going to get picked off by Candy Zop. That's 11-4 at the round turnaround.
And as I said, confidence, this is the key right now. First of all, just to start it off with, you want to win the pistol round. As I said, if you lose this pistol round right now, Team Unknown, they should string 2 more rounds out of this together, and then you're at a 14-4. How you want to come back from this? That's extremely hard to do. So you want to deny this. But as I said, confidence, is it really there? The ideas they need. Maybe they also need this break between the half to just think about how could we answer to this one. It's really tough to be in this position.
It is. You're not. If we start on CT, like you said, CT, it's a CT advantageous map, and they're already 11 rounds down, which means if they lose 4 more, they're out. Or not.
Yeah.
5 more. 5 more rounds in the 16th, and they're going to get taken out. And we saw that on the first half, Team Unknown fit in 4, or actually it was 1-on-1, because they forced Echo.
Yeah, the
forced Echo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double force went really well for Team Beşiktaş, but the return force from Team Unknown got them off guard as well.
Yeah, and as I said, it's really hard for you mentally. In general, if you're down 11-4, you even can talk about a matchmaking experience. You're super frustrated. It's different for a team though. Then it's more likely that you come back, that you believe in it. But when it comes to Beşiktaş, coming into this tournament, they made 2 upgrades, switched out players here, Antika out, Potter out, Petra in, this young talent, Fusilia in. And with this, they're expecting getting into this tournament, also feeling confident with picking up those players that they're gonna win it.
Team Unknown starting to move in through the boilers. They get a little tap in the back, 95 health on Ela. Not a lot of spam, but Kevlar and Candy, Kevlar and Kim. Spam on Hellrose and Kylie. Oh, Clivey, sorry, pardon me. Clivey already preemptively broke down the windows. So that spam toss will not be revealed by Team Unknown. But a slow push coming in from Team Unknown through the boilers. Beşiktaş have no information so far. There's a ladder. Juliano opens up with a pick on Ela. Could be a good sign, but Kim responds on
this
Petra.
is huge.
Cash is down. Candy on the 2K. Headshots going left, right, and center as Zaz is the last lady standing here for Beşiktaş lineup on pistol round. Could be the death of Beşiktaş at the entrance of the second half.
Only Zaz left alive, and we can expect her to go down very soon, and she's getting annihilated, destroyed by Ivy.
Pop goes the Weasel on the Z connector.
Yeah. And Candy's push was essential. They didn't see that coming because the players were all in the backline of the site, challenging them. And then Candy comes in, and they had no one to cover those 3 players. Those were free kills for her, and as soon as the first falls, chaos breaks out because they have players in front of them. They have Candy coming in from the side, while Candy already has the advantage there anyways.
And Frag and Team Unknown are just rushing through Beşiktaş's side of the map. Frags out Petra, and out of a sudden, Beşiktaş is down 4 members as Kim picks up a kill on the Z connectors. Now it's up to Vilga with that CZ, who has already been spotted on stairs to do something about this bomb plant. But it's a hardship right now. And if you can see this round, they're just 2 rounds away from being taken out. Molotov is going to deny her entry through the stairs, so she's going to be forced and relegated through T-spawn.
Yeah. What she's doing right now is just looking for a pick. Getting a weapon into the next round to support her team with it.
Looking for it?
Some hope.
Team Unknown already evacuated the spawn site. She gets the UMP. Will she survive the bomb blast? 75 HP, down to 43, and she managed to save herself with UMP. Could have been worse.
Yeah, could have been worse. She had the Kevlar. Luckily, a player without Kevlar could fall in such a position. But the UMP out of that, but in the end having an AK would be a lot better to just hold off an angle, maybe even get a spray down as they push in, and then have a chance to somehow win this round, which now seems to be an impossible round to win.
Ela, who has access to the UMP, is going to start rushing in on B side. Kenny already with the entry frag on Juliano. Team Unknown looking really strong at the entrance of this bomb side. Bomb is planted. However, it is 2 members down. Candy down to 20 HP as well. Ela's the only one that so far fell off as the entry fragger. Beşiktaş is starting to storm the B side, but immediately gets picked off by Candy. Petra, last lady standing at the entrance of the 19th round. 1v4. It's looking grim for Beşiktaş.
Yeah, Team Unknown just gotta make sure that they stay together.
Oh no, and again picking up the UMP.
To be fair, the UMP, it is okay. It is okay, because with this you can keep it, play with this weapon, which is also not too bad against buy rounds. But most of the players would want to go for them for anyways. I'm still guessing they're gonna keep it. It's not too bad. Gotta play it in close range. For example, in Ivy or just close B is an option as well. If you have a second player backing you off on upper, it seems like they just threw it away.
Last chance for Beşiktaş to defend. They have a full buy, and they're 14-4. If they lose this round, it could be all over because they're down in the dumps economically wise. And Team Unknown are looking really healthy. Already entry fragging on Cresselia as they move in and to storm A side. Bomb is being planted. Will it be enough to get it done? No, she gets burned out, but still managed to get a plant. It's a 4v3 right now, and Team Unknown looking really strong. Vilga picks up Ela, but Clivey looking at the Z connector manages to get a frag, and it is a almost betrayal. It is an actual betrayal, as Juliano takes down Vilga.
Oh, this is gonna be the 15th round. Juliano, she's trying to do it, just getting some picks, but no. Candy's there. Candy picks in. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 15-4. I mean, I usually don't believe in miracles, but it's still possible. 15-4, economically broken. They have some money to support themselves. but it's matched around here for Team Unknown. We see the force buys coming in from Besiktas. You have a FAMAS, you have the P250 with a lot of spam. You have the MP9, another FAMAS, and a CZ. Everyone with Kevlar, at least, but they're rushing in. Oh, Candy actually betrays Kim on the pot shot. Look at Clivey though, she wants storming in. It could be. This is looking actually grim for Team Unknown as a 2v4 storms out. The only one down is Zaz, and Besiktas managed to take over a round, only losing Zaz in the process, so they pick up a lot of weapons. This could be good for them.
Yeah, brave push, but you gotta try something different. You gotta catch them off guard. I feel like that's also something we were missing in the first half. They weren't really trying a lot. They were playing very slow and just trust into their executions. And
Candy returning the favor that
unfortunate, yeah.
That Juliano just cashed in last round. Oh, beautiful. Oh yeah, Dragon Lord here in the hands of Candy. With 4 AKs, Candy on the op. Still a little bit of a force buy here for Besiktas and Juliano on the MP9. But overall, they look sound on their picks. Looking to defend through Boiler Room.
Very slow.
Yeah,
play
but
here
Zaz,
by Unknown.
but Zaz gets some information here. She saw the Molly get tossed out. Might be looking for the pick on Pop Dog.
Problem here, yes, you got the information. You know there's gonna be someone around Pop Dog or B. But that's the thing. You still can rotate around, and as soon as people pressure you from all the other sides, it's still gonna be tricky if the kills fall from Ivy or a main.
Candy looking for a pick on Ivy. The expertise on the op will be seen. If you can get a pick through the smoke, it would be amazing. Let's line up the shot. Gets the visual information. Playing with fire there, Besiktas.
But now that's some information, because you're gonna expect this one op to be there, and now you know where it is.
Yeah, but they don't know how many ops they have. That's the thing.
Well,
They know
they're
one
playing,
op
they're
is on
playing
Ivy.
against the T side. If you see a double op setup, then normally on the CT side.
For one, fight rolls out. Brasilia managed to get a kill, but Candy close range up. Quick shot here on the headshot. Back to back, going for Brasilia, and Team Unknown pick up the first win on the CSGO tournament.
And that was an impressive showing. I was talking about Petra left. That's gonna hurt the roster, but Hellrose, she's having her aggressive style. She's a great in-game leader, and she impresses me every time I see a team playing around her, making the best out of her skilled lineup. Impressive. On the other side, Beşiktaş, I was praising them.
You were?
Before the game. I was praising them.
Unlucky
And I still
start.
think there's a lot of potential in them, which is unused. I feel like that was a bit too slow at some points. And then when Team Unknown took over, it's something they themselves might have not expected. Because if you look at this roster, you have so many skilled players
You do.
on
The
it.
thing is, it didn't feel like they were super comfortable around Train as well. So it makes you think,